Plaintiff Michelle Proctor met the defendant when they worked as exotic dancers together, and they became best friends. Michelle says she hates the controlling and possessive men the defendant dates, and one of those men is the reason they're in court today. Michelle is suing her friend for a car refund. Defendant Paige Williams admits that a lot of the men she dates are controlling and aggressive, but she claims it's because they don't like that she used to be a stripper. Paige denies owing Michelle for the car, and she's countersuing for emotional distress.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
All right, start with you.
So, like I said, this is my best friend. We've been friends for about 10 years. We met each other dancing at a gentleman's club back home, and we clicked instantly, made lots of money together, had lots of fun together. But the thing I can't stand about my best friend is the type of men she likes. So
The type of those, in your opinion?
the crazy ones, the possessive ones, the ones that like to tear up her stuff.
Do they know she's an exotic dancer?
She used to be, and they are aware of it.
Oh,
the
they're
one-
not. Okay, well, if it's
Yeah, because the one talked her
no
out of
longer
it.
doing it, and those guys are just still doing that.
Well, like I said,
That's what I'm trying to distinguish. If she's an exotic dancer, yes,
Yes.
a man would probably have bouts of jealousy cross their mind
Yeah.
from time to time.
Yes.
If she's not, then that's a different issue of whether that person is just a jealous person and not a good man or not. But I'll let you tell me.
This one particular boyfriend, he hated the fact that, me and her were friends because he was always afraid that I was going to talk her back into dancing because he talked her out of it, which she's grown, do what she wants.
Did you try to?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, he knew what he was talking about.
We was making lots of
Go
money
ahead.
together. I needed her back on my
Just
team.
saying, you acted like he was thinking unreasonably and he was thinking exactly correct. Go ahead.
But
What
she's
else?
grown. But yes, anyway, so
That's why he don't like you, though. She got his woman who is not showing her body to strange men just to show it to him. That's what he likes. He covets that. And here she has her best friend trying to take her in the opposite direction. I wouldn't like you either.
Hey, girl, I made 1,000 last night.
Yeah.
yes.
What'd you get? A drink? Yeah. A dinner? What'd you do? Your man take you out to dinner? Go ahead.
So anyways,
You all fall out much, though?
no,
Good.
not very often.
You give me some background.
Well, basically, we've been knowing each other for over a decade. I knew when I synced her that she was going to be my ride or die. She actually is like one of the realest friends I've had in a long time. So basically, she don't like none of my boyfriends.
Why do you think that is?
Because they can be aggressive sometimes and
Tear up her stuff.
patrolling and, I mean, they
Why do
don't
you
like
pick
with,
men
they don't
like
like
that?
my old occupation that I used to have.
You do what?
Oh, I'm a machine operator now. I said they don't like my old profession that I used to have. I'm
Who
sorry.
tells them?
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous, y'all.
Who tells them about your old profession?
I do. I mean,
Okay,
I keep
maybe
it.
you should stop.
Yeah, definitely.
Do they tell you about all their old ways?
No.
And the things they've done right?
No.
You need to stop telling them unless they just straight up ask.
Right. That's true.
What do you think? What is all that? You told her that already? You told her to
just
stop
be
telling?
quiet. Just make the money and be quiet.
I'm not talking about continuing to engage in the activity. I'm saying for men who you think might be biased against you because of what you used to do.
Right.
He was always afraid that I was going to talk her back into dancing because he talked her out of it, which she's grown, do what she wants.
Did you try to?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, he knew what he was talking
We
about.
was making lots of
Go
money
ahead.
together. I needed her back on my
Just
team.
saying, you acted like he was thinking unreasonably and he was thinking exactly correct.
Plaintiff Michelle Proctor is suing her best friend, whom she met 10 years ago when they worked together as exotic dancers.
Yeah, believe me, a lot of us can't tell the details of the things we've done. We kind of paint it with a broad brush. I painted with a broad brush. I was a street youth. Well, I can't give any details, very many details. So same with you. What did you used to do? I used to work at a bar. Hopefully that's the end of that conversation. But you're going to, well, I used to dance. Oh yeah, how was it? Oh, I liked it. Me used to give me $20 for a lap dance, and then they'd put the money in. When you throw it on stage, they throw it up at you, and you go and you just pick it up. Yeah, that might be problematic for me.
A little bit.
All right, just giving you a little insight on the future dealings with these gentlemen who might otherwise be jealous. Are you all right now with the decent person that isn't?
I will say I
threatening
like
to
the
you?
boyfriend right now.
You like him? All right, well, that definitely
That is something.
must be special. Tell me how she owes you for the car.
So one of these crazy ex-boyfriends talked her into putting a car in her name because he couldn't get it in his, and he let it get it repossessed. Well, you know, I was trying to help her with her credit as well, and I told her, I'm like, you know, this repossession is going to hurt you even more. And she said that it had been repossessed for over like $1,000 and some odd dollars. And I said, what? That's it? I said, you know, I'll help you. So, but the agreement was as I would get the car. But when she first explained it to me, I was under the impression that the balance was only $1,000 and some odd dollars. So when I get there and I get to give them the repo money, you know, there's like, oh, there's a remaining balance of $3,300 or something like that. And I was just like, oh man, I'm just like, okay, well, it is what it is. I told her I'd help her, so I went with it. And if you look at page 1, you can see all the receipts where I paid the initial, the repo for the $1,300, and then the next month I paid just a regular payment of $250. Then that following month I paid it off completely.
All right, and so why do you want a refund?
Because it's a lemon. I ended up having to buy a whole motor and transmission. If you look at page
How long after
3,
getting it?
Well, that's the thing. I had the car in my possession for about 2 months at this point, but I hadn't drove it that much because, like we said,
Told you to it, what, she gave a warranty with it?
no warranty. I couldn't park it at my house because I was afraid that her ex-boyfriend would see it parked at my house because his sister lives in my building. So
Point I'm making, if there was no warranty, there was an as-is sale, and if there's an as-is, there's nothing you're supposed to be assured of. In 2 months, certainly, a lot of things can happen.
right, but the car wasn't being driven, and she was aware of that because I couldn't park the car at my house.
You knew the car was never being driven in her possession?
She wasn't driving it. Yes, I did know.
If you look at page 1, you can see all the receipts where I paid the initial, the repo for the $1,300, and then the next month I paid just a regular payment of $250. Then that following month I paid it off completely.
All right, and so why do you want a refund?
Because it's a lemon.
Plaintiff Michelle Proctor is suing her best friend, whom she met 10 years ago when they worked together as exotic dancers.
Okay, so that does mean from the time you gave it to her to the time she started it, if it went wrong when she first started using it and she hadn't ever used it, then yeah, you did give her a defective car. You sound like you're saying. What defense do you have?
Yes. I've never been in the car and it had any problems. From my impression, it always ran totally fine. I thought it was a really great car with no problems. Never no noises, no leaks. I mean, he really took good care of it. Inside clean, no tears in the leather. Only thing I've ever seen him get done is like maybe an oil change. And I think that was it. But no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. The only thing I've ever seen that was wrong with the car was that when they did the oil change, the gasket had oil on the top, and it was like smoking a little bit from the oil.
Before you gave it to her?
Yes, before I gave it to her. That's the only thing I've ever seen wrong with the car. I've never seen.
Okay, I win.
I've never seen. It didn't drive funny.
What emotional distress, ma'am?
Basically, she bashed my name. She tried to go around my family
What'd she do?
saying that I gave her a bad car, which I didn't. From my understanding,
You just said it was smoking.
No, I'm serious. Like, from my understanding, the car drove fine. From all the times I've drove it, all the times I've been in the car.
It may have, but the fact is, the engine was on the way out.
Yes,
And
but
so
I didn't.
You sold her a car with a defective engine. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. The engine was smoking. The gaskets were loose before you gave it to her.
No, I'm not saying that happened.
You didn't say that?
No, I did just say
Well, that's
that.
all I needed to hear. I'm not going to just let you keep talking for nothing. Your claim is dismissed and yours is granted. You sold her a defective car. You sold her a car or gave her a car where the engine was bad, and it did go bad within a couple of weeks. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
We will work past this, and I'm glad I won.
You guys can be friends again?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Why are you hesitating? I had the problem.
We can hug. It's no bad feelings. I love her.
Okay.
I always have her. Come on, give some love.